Out of the almost 200 books I read in 2025, I only rated 7 of them 5 stars. And before you come at me and tell me I am too judgmental, I just need to let you know that I read Onyx Storm in January and it ruined me for 6 months. I mean, I was comparing every book, especially romantasy, to the feeling I got when I read Onyx Storm, which is the main reason I could not rate another book 5 stars for so long. Now I have books I rated 4.5 stars, and I have so many books I gave 4 stars, but there's only 7 that I gave 5 stars, so let's get into it. Of course, starting with the first 5 star read of the year, it was Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This book was everything I wanted it to be, and I'm constantly looking for other books and series that give me the feeling that this one does. My next 5 star read of the year was Rewind It Back by Liz Tomforty. This is the fifth and final book in my all-time favorite contemporary romance series. This series has some of the best romance I have ever read and the best found family. This book is a second chance romance, and I was a little hesitant at first. I don't usually love second chance romance, but this one was so well done. This has past and present timelines, and I think that made me really invested in their relationship. If you have not read the Windy City series yet, you need to get on it. After that, my next 5 star read was Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. As you can see from all my tabs, I absolutely love this book, and it was a masterpiece. This book was absolutely devastating, but it is probably one of the best stories I have ever read. After reading Alchemized, I thought whatever I read next would just be a dud. However, I read The Ascended after I read Alchemized, and this was a 6 star read. I loved every second of this book, and the ending had my jaw on the floor. It was probably one of the best endings I've read in a really long time. This book kept me entertained the entire time. There is great plot, but there's also great romance. There are twists and turns. And of course, I would highly recommend to read Riftborn and Dustbound first, which are 2 books in a different series but set in the same universe, and then read The Ascended. Their 5 star read of the year was Brimstone by Callie Hart. There are a lot of various opinions about this book. However, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was better than Quicksilver. I thought the plot was plotting, and it made me fall more in love with all the characters. And my next 5 star read was Loving the Tormentor by Lola King. This was the only dark romance I gave 5 stars this year, and it is well deserved. I read a lot of dark romance, and this one was just so unique. Lola King just always does a great job of writing a super interesting plot with amazing romance. Her twists always seem to shock me, and she always manages to make me cry. If you enjoy dark romance, you need to read Lola King books. My final 5 star read of the year was The Long Game by Rachel Reed. I love The Long Game because you got to delve deeper into Shane and Ilya's relationship, and you get to see them go through a lot of emotional things in it. My heart was hurting for them for majority of this book. These books have some of the best emotional slow burn I have ever read, and the TV show does these books so well. My entire For You page is just fan edits, interviews, clips from the show. I can't escape it, and now I am in a reading slump because of this. I honestly don't know how to move on from this book. So out of the almost 200 books I read this year, those were the 7 I rated 5 stars.